Yo, yo, what's up, guys? Yeah, but Shiz, I think you would be able to, since you only keep 70% of your profits. Hold on, let me make sure. I probably have an echo. All right, yeah, so you would be able to, you keep 70% of your profits. It's a 70-30 split. So you would have to make roughly $700, roughly, approximately $700 to be able to withdraw 500. But by that logic, yes, you should be able to, and then you could keep on doing it. What's up, Connor? What's up, Mike? Yeah, I'm looking at IMDZ. I think. Wait, let me look at it. It looks like a split of some sort. Maybe a 6-1, 5-1 reverse split is what I'm thinking. Either that or it's an acquisition. I can look it up in a second. But looking at IMDZ, I'm pretty sure it's either a split or an acquisition of some sort. Let me see. Yeah, it's an acquisition. So Merck is going to acquire Immune Design, which is IMDZ. So it's an acquisition. What I thought it would be, it looks just like one. The way you can tell, I don't think that there is a. I don't think there's a max that can be earned, but it's best to reach out to them. Shiz, I'm not 100% sure. I don't think there would be. I don't think there's a ceiling on it. Um, I know they can control whether you keep doing it or not, and so you would want to reach out to them and ask. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. I'm here to answer any questions you have with it, but I'm not really sure if there's a max. I mean, I know you can't buy like there's a max share size. So like I know somebody got in trouble for using like 1 million shares of something, but you would have to ask them. I just don't want to tell you the wrong answer. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm watching CAR as well. If you look at CAR here, CAR gapping up some. Nice gap from 29.41 to 32.69 for CAR. Hey, nice tech. Hey, man. That's cool, man. Glad you appreciate the videos, bro. Appreciate it, man. Tech says, morning to all. Long last night. You guys have excellent videos on your library. I think I went to bed at like 3:30 watching lessons. Epic work. Glad I'm part of the community. That's great, man. Hey, we're happy you enjoyed them, brother. Good to see you and appreciate them, man. So, thanks, bro. Happy to have you, man. But yeah, so I'm looking at CAR. Uh, Let me see. I can look up to see exactly what is going on with it, but it may be earnings. What I'm looking at, something came out specifically in after hours. Yeah, it was earnings for CAR. They reported fourth quarter profit of 13 million. It had profit of 16 cents per share, earnings that were adjusted for non-recurring costs and amortization costs came to 53 cents per share. Is there an echo? Really? Hold on. Let me see. Test, test. How is there an echo? Is there really an echo? I don't know where the echo is coming from. Okay. All right. Yeah, I was almost panicking too. No worries, bro. All right. Yeah, that's cool. All right. Yeah, I didn't know where the echo was coming from, man. All right, but yeah, good earnings for CAR, positive earnings. Um, I'm gonna go tell my kids goodbye. They're about to leave for school, and so I think Mitch might be here. Yeah, Mitch is here. So I'm gonna let Mitch talk and hold it down for a little bit until I. There we go. Yo, what's up, Mitch?
Yo,
All right, I can hear you, bro. I can hear you, man.
there you go. Good morning, traders. How we doing out there?
All right, I'm gonna go tell my kids goodbye. Can everybody hear Mitch?
Everybody can
I
hear
think
me?
everybody should be able to.
Yeah, there should be. Once you leave, I'll do my good old fashioned good morning things. That'll wake them up.
Barely? You can barely hear him? All right, talk, Mitch.
All right, what's going on?
Is that better? I just turned Mitch
Good
up a little
morning.
bit. That should be a little bit better. But anyways, I'll be right back, guys.
All right, guys, how's that going? Perfect. All right. Good morning, traders. Ba-da-da-da. Y'all ready for the day? Y'all getting ready? I'm ready to keep it going. You know, I don't have my full setup just yet, but hey, I don't need it. I'm getting used to this old trading away. I have one of my big screens up, so it's not the worst, but you know, ready to keep going. Oh, John, Denver's great. A little cold, you know, a little cold. We've been having a little cold. Been in the teens, but not too bad. I'm enjoying it. I love the snow. I got no problem. And Marley's crying back there, but he's loving the snow also. He's ready to go out. That's what it is. All right. Oh, looking for Craig? Yeah, I seen that one, guys. That's definitely one on the daily chart that I would look at for you long traders. I can't trade it per se, but I would look at that daily chart. You put it long in at 107. Yeah, I don't think it'll come down that far, but not a bad daily chart. Starting to come back up. Has potential to make a move towards that 123. Come back to Florida. Oh no, Mike, you had the chance, man. I left, man. I'm out of there. No more Florida life for me, man. I mean, I was raised in Florida, so you know, I came to Florida when I was 5 years old from Venezuela, and didn't leave until now, 28. So you know, 23 years in Florida. Nike, what's up with Nike? Let's check it out. What's going on with Nike, guys? I used to live in Orlando, Florida. Oh, the shoe malfunction. Oh, that was a Nike shoe? That's what happens when you wear that PG. Oh, God. The Zion effect. I like it. I like it two-way. Oh, Merritt Island's a beautiful, beautiful town. That's a beach town right there. If I lived in Merritt Island, I'd probably stay. It's expensive though. Hey, that's good to hear, George. That's good to hear. Looking forward to it, man. We'll be definitely getting with you, and probably even putting a little extra. You know, we definitely want to give you your value, and we'll be there to let you get that value, man. We'll be able to give you our numbers, and you can reach out to us. Tons of Puerto Rican, you know that one. My girlfriend's a Rican. Don't let her hear me though. She's gonna come out here. Nike's gonna be interesting today. I'm watching AMRN, of course, and MU. Another one I like is, you know, PCG has been making that run. You know, I don't know if you long traders are looking at that, but it's been holding. It's already up there to 18 now. Closed the gap completely, and now over the gap, has the next gap up there to 25. So let's see what happens with that stock. Another stock that I haven't watched in a while that I'm going to take a look on is Tiva. Tiva, if you look on the daily chart, it's starting to break down after that big drive. And if it can come down below 17 today or 1720s, I'll be looking for that stock. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing out there?
Yo, yo. What's up, guys?
All right. My man's back.
This is what is this, day 7? No electric cigarettes, no e-cigs, no nicotine. Day 7,
Maybe
man.
that CBD life, bro. I
Yeah,
got
man.
you.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna have to send you some.
Yeah, I mean, I have one of these CBD vapes. They work. I mean, they get the just the motion.
I'm gonna get you some nice quality stuff up here and send it to you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I
I
mean, I
got
don't know.
you.
You might get in trouble for that, but you know.
Not even, you know.
I mean, the farm bill passed, and so it's
I
technically
can,
legal. You know.
yeah, I can sell it in certain states. So I was selling it in Florida. So
Yeah. Yeah, I get these at the gas station, but they
exactly.
work, you know. And honestly, they have so many positive qualities. Like CBD is actually good for you compared to nicotine, which is bad for you. You know,
Way, yeah. Compared to that, I mean, it's like it's
night
like
and
drinking
day, man.
tea in the morning or drinking coffee. Which one's going to be better for you? In the long run, you can drink tea all day long. Tea's not going to do nothing to you.
Coffee's good for you though if you don't have. It depends. The reason coffee's bad for you is because it has sugar and
Yeah,
creamer and all that nonsense in it, man. I drink
yeah,
my coffee black.
most people don't drink it black. Let's just be honest.
Yeah. Well, no, but coffee's actually good for you. Like coffee, the coffee plant is good for you for the most part. It's just people put sugar. Like my wife puts sugar and creamer and all this nonsense. It's too sweet. I can't handle sweet in the morning, and so it's like I like the bitterness. The bitterness of coffee like partially wakes me up a little bit, and so if you just drink your coffee black, it's good for you. But the problem is people put sugar and creamer and all that nasty stuff in there, and so it's actually bad for you.
We need to get that coffee sponsor already.
Right, man. Hey, we need to bring it in, bro. Bring it in, man. I'll plug it. Yeah, man. But no, coffee's good for you. People actually do coffee enemas, you know, and it's supposed to be like good for cancer. And so coffee's good for you. Tea? I mean, tea it just it all depends, man. If it's sweet tea, it's not good for you, you know.
Um,
Anything with sugar isn't good.
a stock that I'm gonna be watching today is PBR. PBR.
Yeah, I was looking at PBR.
It's really up on the daily chart. You see it really extended. It has a resistance up there at 1680. It tried to get above 17 about yesterday. It hit and it immediately rejected. If it can get below this 1661, I think it can make its move down all the way back down to 1630, 1613. So that's going to be one stock to watch. I do see this stock when it does. It usually has a tendency of a couple of green days and then a couple followed by a couple of red days. And when the red days come, the VWAP fade is present. So that's why I'm going to be watching this stock.
Hmm. Yeah, PBR looks good. I'll keep an eye on that one too. And also NIO, big move yesterday for NIO. Gapping up some now. Not a huge range stock, but NIO moving. CGC, some of the cannabis plays are down. CGC's down. I'm going to keep an eye on that one. And if you guys caught what I posted yesterday, I was able to get out of YNDX for a green trade. I was able to get out for a green trade, and so yeah, out of the I have to count, but I think out of the last 8 or 9 trading days, I've had 2 losing and like 6 or 7 winning days. So trading's been going fairly well. Um, just
I'm just thinking here, like I had written down back in, I think it was the 2nd of July. I was thinking about purchasing some APHA for the long term, and I was followed by ACB. And man, that's a skyrocket right there. six
APHA.
dollars to $11, almost 100% gain on that first rip.
Hmm.
It had a nice ascending triangle that I was watching build and build for like a whole month, from December 7th through, essentially it broke out on the 9th of January. But around the 2nd, I was looking to get in there, and at the 580s, risking off the 5.
Hmm.
It's going to risk about 80 cents to get that breakout.
APHA. I mean, I've thought about investing in some of them. It just depends. Like, I think if you're going to invest in cannabis stocks, it makes sense. Why? Because at least in my opinion, legalization across the United States is inevitable. It's going to happen eventually. It's just when it's going to happen. And so if you get in early, and as long as those companies stay healthy, you could get in for a big spike whenever they do finally legalize here in the U.S. All around. And so that's an understandable trade idea. It's just about when it's going to happen, and it's also about if other companies are going to kind of take over when that does happen. And so it's obviously speculation, as is all of investing, but it makes sense. The trade idea makes sense. So you get your computer set up.
Not completely, but I have mostly now. At least I have a couple couple charts, not no longer this little screen. The only thing that sucks right now is I need to get a chair, man. I sold my nice chair down there,
What?
and to buy a new one.
Yeah, I
'Cause
got.
That was the only way to bring it, because I brought most of my stuff in the car, and then shipped out some other stuff. But that chair was going to cost me more than I bought it for. So
Yeah.
there's no point.
What kind of chair you got?
I had like one of those, like, really nice computer chairs with the arms and everything.
Right, like the gaming chairs.
Yeah, like a gaming chair.
That's what I
But
have too. I
I
can't
had to
help
get
it.
rid of it. I got to get a new one now.
Yeah.
I'm, but I'll stock some Craigslist. Maybe try to find some a used one.
Right, they're all the same.
Exactly.
I bought mine for like $100 at Walmart, and it's the same. They're selling other ones. Like, I almost got tricked in. Like, I seriously, like, I saw the ads. Facebook was just hitting me with the ads for what's the big brand of gaming chair, and they would just hit me with, it was like $500, right? And I almost did it, and then at the very last second, I was like, screw this, I'm just gonna go to Walmart. And it's a good chair. I mean, it's still here. Same, probably exactly the same chair. They're gonna say, oh, the $500 ones are better. Yeah, it's obvious, but they're pretty close for a $400 difference, I think.
But I like my little setup. I haven't done a one screen setup in a while, and not a bad little setup I got going on. Me,
Yeah, man, I'm surprised you haven't.
put my monster screens up.
No, man, I'm surprised you haven't. Talked smack to me about the Gators beating LSU.
Oh, I don't gotta worry about that. That happens on a consistent basis.
Yeah, man. Florida and LSU, except for UFC or UCF. I'm sorry. Florida has been killing us lately, man.
Yeah, man, check out my screen. It's not bad.
Yeah, you got that set up, man. I see it.
It's not a bad little setup for having Thinkorswim and Tefs at the same time.
Uh oh, you got Thinkorswim up, man. Yeah, for sure. That's what I do.
I got about seven Thinkorswim charts up, one Tefs, two order forms. I think
Just
it's
so you can
very
see,
important
this is bitch.
for beginner traders to have two order forms. The reason I like to use two order forms is, let's say once you get in a position, I'm going to go ahead and go into one of them. I'm going to make this one my get out order box. So if I need to get out, this is going to be set to a certain limit or a market to get out. Then I'm going to use that other order form to actually take my profit, set up my profit where I want to take target so that when the price approaches, I'm ready to go ahead and hit that out so that I can get my profit and not get stuck trying to change up the order because I
Right.
was worried about covering my position.
Right.
And so that's why I use two order forms.
Yeah, it makes sense. What's up, Rahul? Rahul said earlier. Rahul said, "Weed is good for you." Wait, where was it?
Hey, I
Yeah,
mean,
weed is good for you, only for
100%,
investments,
bro. I
though.
won't disagree though.
It is good for you if you don't smoke it. You know, it's good for you, for
Yeah,
the most part.
well, I'm in Denver. I won't disagree to that either.
Yeah, I'm in Texas, but I still don't disagree. You know. AMD. Let me look at it. What's up, Nitron? What's up, Salty? AMD sideways, gapping up some, but only about 15 cents. I mean, yesterday would have had that opening range breakout, would have worked. That washout long the day before, too. I don't know, man. I'm just having better luck. Appreciate the subs. I can't read that Mr. something. And Anthony Sidekick, thanks for the subs, guys. Appreciate it. And Sun Lee, appreciate the subs. Welcome, guys. But yeah, what's up, Killer? I mean, DT. What's up, Scott? Salty, Netron, Chris, Nick. What's up, man? Yeah, man. I'm right there with you. Nick says I have three screens. It's painful to go down to one when I travel. I'm the same way. I have three screens, three large screens. I have 27-inch, two 27-inch monitors, and then a 34-inch ultra wide screen that I use at home. And so when I go on vacation, I gotta use my laptop. It's hard. It's so hard. Spoils me, you know. What's up, Victor? No, the screen name here, Donald Trump, is actually the other guy, Killer, who was this other guy that we had to ban a few times. Um, he thinks he's being slick, but we know. I'm just kind of allowing it. Yeah, you know. So I guess I'll allow it until he starts to really, you know. But yeah, I'm looking at CAR, PBR. Looking at NIO. Like I said, NIO looks to be kind of up some here. Interesting move. Gapping up a little bit. So I'm going to watch NIO as well. Like I said, I'm going to keep an eye on the cannabis plays too. CGC, CRON. CRON is actually up a little bit. CGC is down. I have to look up what's going on with CGC. Let me look that up, actually. Because that's a significant drop there for CGC. Jones, man. Yeah, man. I'm going to ban you, bro. I'm going to ban you. Sorry, bro. I mean, I put you in timeout. I didn't actually ban you. But yeah, I mean, no spam and stuff here, bro. People don't understand, man. Like, if they just reach out to me and ask me, like, hey, can you give me a shout out? A lot of times I will, depending on my mood and what their content is. But like, if you just come in here and you just start plugging your stuff, I'm just gonna put you in timeout. Yes, Mikhail. There's a high of the day. momentum scanner here. I'll get it set up about 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes. I'll put it up. But yeah, there's one. Right now I just have these, which is new daily highs scanner right here, pre-market moves. And so it's just once I actually start to trade, I put the high of the day momentum scanner up as well. So hey, appreciate it. Day trading with Chris. Thanks, man. Appreciated VI. And man, makes it kind of hard to read what my new subs are, but I appreciate them regardless. Anthony, thanks for the sub, guys. Appreciate it, Justin. Yeah, man. I mean, I get it. Listen, I get it. Like when I first started this channel, I was probably doing the same stuff, and so I'm not mad at them for it, you know. But as like somebody that like built his channel up to over 10,000 subscribers, like it's kind of like the audacity, you know. But actually, to be honest, I do actually understand why, and I understand the point of it. But just ask me, man. Just ask me. I'll help. Appreciate the sub, Mikhail. Shout out to John O right there, man. Shout out to John O right there, man. What's up, bro? Yes, Kane. Do I make bank from YouTube? I mean, I do okay. I mean, YouTube pays me, and they pay me some, but it's not like a huge amount. You know, you monetize the channel in other ways, though, like referrals and stuff like that. So I do all right, you know. What's up? Shout out to Two Way. Two Way, I'd actually give you a shout out, man, if you had a channel. You know, I think you do have a Twitter, right? It's all right, Kane. Whatever, man. What's up, Bob? Right, you have a Twitter, right? Two Way. Yeah, I'll give you a shout out, Two Way. Two Way is actually a productive member, you know, of the stream. I'm gonna go find your Twitter, Two Way, and then I'm gonna give you a shout out, bro. What is it? Two Way Trader, right? I can't find it. What's up, Blade? Oh yeah, CGC. I gotta look up to see what CGC is going to make. $80 a video. Let me see. Let me do my math here. I know, like, all I know is how much I make monthly on YouTube, like monthly. So I do about 20 days. A little bit over that actually. Two Way. I don't really want to say exactly how much I make, but a little bit over that most of the time. Is it, you know, but that's with everything. That's with like referrals, AdSense, like everything. So a little bit over that. Okay, yeah. There's Two Way. Two Way's Twitter is at Two Way Trader, so go check his out. All right, so let's look up CGC. Okay, so apparently CGC put out a press release that said that they are restating one of their metrics after they had a calculation error. Less than a week after posting its latest quarterly earnings, CGC had to issue a correction. It's restated one metric in last week's fiscal third quarter. It said the 9-month adjusted EBITDA figure should have been Canadian 155.2 million, but was incorrectly stated at 69 million. And so yeah, they got that number wrong, and I guess that was their losses, and so they understated their losses in a calculation error, and thus you can see CGC dropping down now in pre-market down to 45.02, dropping down about $25. So interesting there. We'll see what happens. My Twitter is at Beginner Trades, Jono. It's at Beginner Trades, man. BOXL. I remember BOXL. What is crypto? Honestly, I had a dream about crypto last night. The weirdest dream ever. I actually had a Bitcoin dream last night, and I actually remember it. Most of the time, I can't remember my dreams, but I actually had a dream about Bitcoin last night. Of course not day trading with Chris. I mean, that's the best song to listen to while you're day trading. Yeah, can everybody hear me? Jason. Yeah, man. But yeah, so BOXL gapping up a little bit here. Not a ton. Looking at CREG, I could post my watch list again so people can see it. Getting ready. We got about 12 minutes until the open. All right, cool. I posted my watch list this morning, right? I don't know why it does this. Every time I post it, it like... let me just go to all chat. There we go. Alright, I guess I'm just going to have to go to my Twitter to find my watch list. Yeah, Twitter's like the one social media that I just build up really slow. I just don't ever post much on it. Like, I post my watch list and stuff, but it's not one of those ones that I, like, post on a ton. Here's my watch list. Alright. Wonder where Mitch went. I think Mitch went to go get coffee, actually, right? But yeah, man, that LSU game was brutal. Alright, we got DT pleading with me in the chat. Alright, I'll let it go. But like I said, there's 3 rules, man. You can only talk about trading. You cannot get mad at me if I don't respond to you. And no emojis. Those are the 3 rules. Okay? If you could follow those rules, you can stick around. Yeah, K and DI looks good. Gapping up from 798. Like, if I pull up K and DI here, it looks pretty good. You see K and DI right here. Gapping up from 798 to 858. And so gapping up, what is that? About 50 cents. So we'll see what we get. But about 50-cent gap up here. Or a 60-cent gap up, sorry. But I don't think it's actually tradable for me, though. But yeah, you can see CREG also moving here. Gapping up some CREG. Let's see what else. Like I said, NIO. Been watching NIO. Had a big move yesterday. CAR. Big gap up here on positive earnings for CAR. CGC down. CRON is sideways. APHA is up a little bit. HTZ is up. HTZ, which is Hertz Rent a Car, and then VIPS is down. I do remember VIPS. It's down some. Like I said, the one I traded yesterday was YNDX. YNDX had a few good fades there. I was able to take advantage of. But yeah, we got about 8 minutes left, guys. 8 minutes. We got a bunch of questions, so here. No politics either, expatriated. No politics either. Yeah, those are. I hate politics. I hate team politics in general. I dislike both sides. I just don't like politics at all. Yeah, so no politics either. What's up, Garav? Oh no, you're good. Listen, honestly, you can post emojis. I'm not mad at you if you post emojis. The reason he specifically can't is because he would post like 10 emojis per message and post like 10 messages every minute. And so it would just kind of crowd up the stream. But like, y'all are allowed to post emojis, just not him.
All right.
I've been trading for about 2 years now.
2 years. All right. I'm moving into year 4, man.
I really am. I might have been longer than 2 years. I've been saying 2 years. That's what I remember. It's been since 2016, and so 3 years, I guess. Probably 2.5.
Yeah, I'm moving into that 4th year.
Yeah, CAR did have positive earnings. All right, guys, we got about 7 minutes left. Let's see if we can get another green day in the books here. So far this week, 1 red, 1 green. Last week was a pretty good week, but overall trading's been pretty decent lately. A lot of fades in the market. Just going to continue looking for positive risk-reward setups. I appreciate it, Brian. Yeah, man, listen, y'all know me. I'm not super strict with, like, what people say in the chat, man. Y'all say whatever y'all want. I'm not going to get mad at you for it. The only time I will get mad is if you're trying to promote other people's stuff. And if you're posting too many emojis. That's it.
Yeah. Ready to goose.
All right. Appreciate all the subs. Tim and Cha. Appreciate it, guys. And Glenn and
Donald Trump's here, bro.
Yeah, that's actually Killer. You remember Killer?
Oh, Killer's back?
Yeah, man, he's been back, bro.
Killer.
Yeah, man, he's back, bro. You know, we got to put some restrictions on him though, because if not, he'll run loose with the chat. Yeah. All right, guys, we got 5 minutes. I'm gonna put
Twitter
the scans
feed
up
in a second. Some Twitter feed.
Yeah. All right. Alrighty, let's put the scans up.
Yeah, let's get to it. All right.
Alright, let's get ready. I'm just gonna drink my coffee.
Yeah, I didn't even get one today.
No coffee, man.
No coffee, bro.
Honestly, to be honest, I just started drinking coffee like 5 months ago. Like, I've had coffee before that, obviously, but I never drank coffee every morning until about 4 months ago. I recently started.
All right.
Appreciate the sub, Paul. JIK. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. All right, let's do this. So we got about 3.5 minutes.
All right.
Let's see if we can trade K and DI. I doubt they added it recently. Nope. What else? NIO, we can trade. YNDX, like I said, we could trade that one. CGC, can trade that one. What is it? HTZ. We can trade that one. What else did they have this morning? CAR, we can trade. Yeah, I mean, I like coffee, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it's super necessary. I think that it wakes me up in the morning, which is good. You know, like I'm pretty grouchy in the morning until I drink coffee now. And so it does wake me up. But I was always kind of a morning person. Like I enjoy the mornings. I like being up in the mornings, especially now as a trader, but even before that. All right, guys, we got about 2 minutes left. 2 minutes and 10 seconds or so, 20 seconds. Watching KNDI, CAR, NIO, AMD, CGC. These scanners should start to move a little bit once the bell rings. I know, man. Do you know Matthew McConaughey copyrighted "All right, all right, all right"? You know he copyrighted that phrase, or he trademarked that phrase from Dazed and Confused. All right, guys.
Yeah, man, I owe him a lot of money.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, I'm seeing MBEV take a downturn right there.
Really? Yeah, MBV followed down a little bit. The overall market is I hear Marley's upset, man. The overall market is down some, so the market is down a little bit here. Just checking out the SPY. Market is down to 277.85s, and so that's worth it to keep an eye on. We got about a little bit over a minute. I appreciate the sub, Zarkholm. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. All right, less than a minute. What are my views on shortlisting stocks for the next day? What do you mean by that? Shortlisting stocks? Do you mean shorting stocks the next day? Holding stocks overnight to short? What do you mean by that? All right, guys, here comes the bell. We got 15 seconds. Whoa. All right, bro.
This.
Sorry, bro. You gotta get that out of here, man. I don't even know what that said, but you gotta get that out of here. All right, there's the bell. Oh, no, we got a spammer here.
Yeah. Put that other guy in timeouts.
Yeah, I did too. All right, guys. All right, we got AMD spiking up. We got KNDI dropping some. The overall market is, we got ZSAN popping up on the high of the big scanner, ZSAN. The overall market is down a little bit here. We have VLRX on the scanners as well.
All right, guys. First stock I'm looking at right here is Tiva.
Tiva down. Yeah, it looks interesting. CGC spiking up here a little bit, rebounding some from that big drop. Oh my gosh, we got a spammer here. All right, AMD big spike, big spike up on AMD. AMD big pullback here. What else do we have?
All right, short there, guys, on Tiva at 1738, risking off of 44 here.
Here, hold it down. I can make
MBEV looking good for a VWAP fade.
NBEV.
Mm-hmm. I'm in Tiva.
It looks all right. Here, let me. I know a way to stop it. Hold on one second. There we go. All right, that should stop them from coming here. Yeah, it's a Russian bot, but what I just did should stop them from coming here. I can also do this.
Yeah, Tiva looking nice, and MBEV looking good. But the other cannabis stocks are up for the day.
Yeah, what I just did should stop them from coming here. It should keep them from doing it. And so if it's a bot, that should stop it. Now I can focus on trading. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. They're just probably trying to spam their content, and they figured putting a bunch of stuff out could help. But yeah, what I just did should stop them. I'm not going to say what I did so they can get around it, but what I just did should stop them from doing it. There we go.
Right, my out right now is 43.
You're in Tiva?
Yep.
Yeah, 43 is reasonable, I think. Wait, you guys can't hear me? You should be able to hear me. You should be able to hear me too. Yeah.
Taking back down. Boost it up a little bit. But...
Can you guys hear me? Test, test. KNDI spiking up here. AMD pulling back to the VWAP. Looks interesting. Okay, cool. Alright, good. Alright, SPY dropping some. Looking at
PBR is a good option also.
I'm looking at NIO.
NIO, not bad.
Alright, cool. Yeah, I had to get rid of that Russian bot person.
Just not seeing the down move here happen in Tiva. Holding for right now. Yeah, PBR looking good. Starting to break down there. A little bounce back down there.
PBR. Yeah, looks okay. I'm waiting for NIO here. I like NIO. If it gets up to 69, I can set that 73 risk. So about 4 or 5 cents. Really, I'm going to give it 5 cents. Just to give it a little bit more room. But I'm looking at NIO for about a 5-cent risk and then a reward target down to... actually, it's about 1-to-1 at this point. Let's see, 63 up to 69. It's about 6 cents. Not terrible, not the greatest either, though. SPY dropping, so we should get some downward moves in a lot of these. Just going to be patient with this. Wait for some of these. Looking at CGC, Cron. On the scanners, ADIL popping up. On the scanners, ADIL popping up. Look at this move. What else do we have with the scanners? KNDS or KNDI, SKYS. But look at the ADIL pop up on those scanners, man. Big move. Solo moving, SOLO.
All right, guys, might get squeezed out here. It's up there to 41. You got to protect here above 42. All right, guys, I'm out. Small loss there.
Yeah, it was a tiny
Half,
loss.
half of the risk that I normally take. So
I'm looking at
just focus in and find the right stop.
yeah, man, just tiny loss. You got out early enough to keep it small.
From doing a VWAP bounce here on the long side.
Yeah, a little bit too late, I think, for it, but it looked like a good bounce. CGC
MV
looked alright.
did a little fade there. MVEV was a good one. I called that one out.
I'm looking at look at solo, guys.
MVEV, good move there.
I mean, I don't know about that first. Maybe my VWAP's wrong for NBEV. I'm looking at solo.
38, 39 for MVEV.
Mine's at 36.
All right, yeah, so that's different. Yeah.
Our VWAP's at a wrong spot, at the wrong spot. That's weird. I'm looking at NIO. What is your VWAP at on NIO?
Right now, it's at 66.
Yeah, I mean, mine's at 67, but close enough. All right, but yeah, I'm looking at 67 entry. Maybe 70 is my risk. See, I'm very hesitant to use 70 as my risk. I like 73. 73 is solid. So 67 to 73, that's 6 cents. 67 down to 57, that's 10 cents reward. So that's 2 to 1 just about on NIO. The VWAP's just a little bit too low for me to really want to, though. I prefer the VWAP to be a little bit higher. Gives me better risk reward. VWAP's a little low for this one. Maybe if it gets up to like 68, I'll take it. 68 with the 73 risk for 5 cents, so I can really get that full 2 to 1. Take 300 shares or so. Actually, I'll take 500 shares. All right, so we got rid of the spammer. Good. Yeah, man, they were hitting it hard for a second.
All right, guys, I'm looking at ADIL here for a VWAP bounce.
Whoa. Look at Tiva go, though, man. Tiva, you got out at the right time because look at Tiva. That thing skyrocketed up, bro.
It held. Kron looking good on the bullish side. It keeps holding that VWAP.
I gotta say, I'm looking at YNDX again, too. The risk reward's not great. I'll say that. The risk reward's not great. Risk would have to be roughly at 68. So from 60 to 68 isn't terrible, actually. That's about 8 cent risk. From 60 down to 40. Yeah, that's good. Okay, I'll take that risk reward all day. So I'm looking at YNDX. Also kind of looking at NIO, although the risk reward isn't quite as good for NIO. But it's about 2 to 1 for both of those. Kron had a nice VWAP bounce. But I got to get up to 58 and then set that 68 as my risk for YNDX. We also have 67 down to 57 and then 73, 6 cent risk, 10 cent reward. SPY's down to. We'll see why NDX pops up here. Needs to get up to 57 in order to get that 2 to 1. Use this level as my risk. This level was my reward. Entry of about here. 2 to 1. I also have NIO, and I could use 70 as my risk. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the stream's only about 15 seconds behind. It's usually like a 15-second lag, right?
Yeah, it's not. It's sometimes less than that.
Right. I mean, the lag should be pretty minimal for the stream. If it's lagging that much behind, it's probably on your end. Solo, new high of the day, SOLO. See, at this point, like I said, I'm looking on YNDX. If we can get up to 57, I can use that 67-cent level as my risk. 40 as my reward target, giving me just about 2 to 1. Just dropped before I could really take advantage of it, but this was the move I was looking for. Unfortunately, same thing with NIO. Just didn't quite get up to the VWAP. I really want it to get to the VWAP because that way I can take advantage of that. There it goes. YNDX. It just barely didn't. It got up to 55. I wanted it to get up to 59. So got a 4 cents away, but look at the beautiful washout, man. And I'm telling you, YNDX has been working a ton lately. Like that one worked yesterday. You took advantage of it the day before that. And so the fades have been there on YNDX. And honestly, when it follows through hard. And this would work too, man. Bummed. Maybe a VWAP bounce on CGC. Little flag play maybe, but a little bummed out on that one. Quickly dropped down to 30.
AMD holding, looking bullish.
Nice, expatriated. Good work, brother. Good work, dude. Solo, beautiful VWAP bounce for SOLO. Broke the highs of the day. You said NBEV looked bullish?
AMD also.
Oh, AMD. NIO would have to follow through with it too. It just didn't quite get up there. I was thinking about taking it, but it is what it is. Missing some plays today. People long on ZSAN here. The ZSAN. You get that little range breakout. Look at the SPY drop. SPY dropping big right now. We should see a lot of other stuff follow suit. SPY just took a hit here. Look at the SPY drop. Look at the level 2 getting filled.
Oh, look at PBR. PBR, another bad one. I missed that one. Kron with a nice ascending triangle there. Breaking out.
Yep. All right, so the SPY actually completely rebounded just now, but man, I'm kicking myself with YNDX. It was good. I'm not super upset because I have to be strict with my entry. If not, my risk reward isn't going to be what I calculate it to be. And so if I get in early, I'm not going to have good risk reward like I would if I waited for my entry. And so this is one of those situations where it just dropped just under it. I just wasn't able to get the entry I was looking for, and so just kind of missed out on the move, but it followed through nicely. That's what I was looking for, is a nice drop like that. Gonna move on though. Let's see what else. NIO did the same thing, unfortunately, but
AMD took off like a rocket. Never gave me a chance. I saw it bullish, but it didn't pull back to the 2410. I would have took it there.
Yeah, I wonder if the opening range would have worked today on AMD. It looks like it would have. Yeah. I mean, it's still early, but let's see, 3, 4. Not even halfway done yet, but don't look terrible. AMD breaking out here. More of a 5-minute opening range. Doesn't look bad there. Uh, so it's not the market here is open for what 6 hours from 9:30 for like 6.5 hours. Is the market's open for 6.5 hours here, right? It's 6.5 hours, right, Mitch? Something like that.
I believe so.
I just don't trade after the first 2 hours. I'm usually done after the first two. All right, we got 400 people here. What's up, guys? MLPY. Dividend returns. Yeah, for me, it's just too slow to day trade, but so it's kind of out of my element. All right, well, just looking here. I mean, so at this point, now that Y and DX is dropped, right? We could use this 60 level as our risk, this 58 level as our risk. So have about 8 cents, and then from 50 down to 30. So about a 20-cent reward target for Y and DX. I would rather use 60, I think, giving me exactly 2 to 1 for Y and DX. But gotta keep an eye on it. When this one moves, it can really push. And so if YNDX gets back up to 32.50, I'll consider it. With a risk level, like I said, of about 32.60, reward target of 32.30. And so my risk is 10 cents, my reward is 20 cents. And so that's what I'm looking at if it can get back up there. NIO, what did NIO do? I was watching NIO. Yeah, man, there he goes. Kind of bummed out about it. I was looking at, if you guys heard me earlier, I was watching for this fade here. It just didn't quite get up there right here. Like, I'll point an arrow at it. This one right here. I wanted it to get right here, and it just never did. But that's how it goes sometimes. But beautiful follow through there. Nice move down.
All right, guys, watching ADIL form this bull flag here.
Appreciate the sub, Louis. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. And Ramiz. Thanks, guys. Yeah, just looking for some fades. Spy dropping, which is usually good for it, but gotta wait for some pullbacks here. I don't hate YNDX here. If I get in YNDX, though, I could set a tight risk at like 55, right? And so if I get in at 47, set that 55 risk, then my risk is 8 cents. My reward is from 47 down to 30, and so a 17-cent reward, almost exactly 2 to 1. A little bit better, but basically 2 to 1. On YNDX. Thanks for the sub, Robert, and Omar. Appreciate it, guys. Welcome. Thanks for the subs. That's correct. Right, exactly, Nick.
ADIL getting some volume there in the 90s, got picked up in the 380s.
All right,
I
here we
was
got.
hoping for a pullback to 69.
Yeah, I'm waiting on YNDX. What do you think about YNDX, man? If it can get up to 47, 32, 47, you could use that previous like move as your risk at 55 or so. 56, 55, and then 30 is your reward, so it gives you 2 to 1. Thinking about taking it with 300 shares if you can get up there. sitting a tight risk, but it's got to get up to 47.
There's ADIL. I was watching that one. I was trying to buy it at 69 at the support again, but it never went through.
Yeah, Kron skyrocketing up here. Nice move up.
There's ADIL just squeezing hard.
Yeah, I just don't know if YNDX is going to give me that entry. ADIL. Yeah, it's popping up on the skaters. Kron's spiking up too. ADIL. Yeah, look at that move.
Yeah, I was trying to. If it pulled back one little bit to 60s or 70, 71, I was going to buy it.
It's tradable, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, ADIO is tradable. Okay, so yeah, this is one of the penny stocks that is tradable for us. Nice move there, though. Nice little VWAP bounce. Not quite. I mean, it's a mix between a dip buy and a bounce, but looked good. Obviously, saying that in hindsight is easy, but nice move for sure.
Looking at APHA now. See the flag there.
Yeah, APHA, ACB. They're all running. Kron, CGC. CGC is the one that's not quite running, but it's up still. Maybe a little bit of a flag there for CGC. Is this halted? So yeah, ADIL halted. Yep, it's halted.
I'm telling you, I was on that one. I just missed it by a tiny bit.
Yeah, man.
I
can always. Yeah.
I was ready to hit it at that VWAP in the support, but it never pulled back.
Yeah, man. Every time, I mean, I can always tell it's halted, guys, if the bid is larger than the ask, like much larger, and the level 2 is all out of whack. Then I know it's halted. Z-San spiking up here, maybe on sympathy from ADIL. I don't know. Z-San, ZSAN, spiking up here, up to 283s. ZSAN, spiking up here. The main one I'm looking at right now, though, as a short trader, is I'm looking for YNDX to pull back to the VWAP here. I can use that 56-cent level as my risk.
All right, guys, I'm long here on APHA. Long here, APHA.
Thanks for the sub, Tail. Thanks, bro.
Risking off of 1036.
Alright, so it doesn't look like YNDX is going to give me that move here. You said which one? APHA?
Yep.
Okay, here. I'll throw you up. I'll throw you up here since I haven't gotten in anything yet.
No stress. Yep. This is going to be the last trade of the day, guys. I think it's going to touch 36. We're going to be right below it. We need to see it get bought up like a VWAP bounce. Not bad. All right. Now let it get scooped up here in the 40s. Let's see these 40s just take over.
You're in the VWAP bounce or the triangle? Yep. Yeah. Kind of both, right?
Yeah, kind of both. There you go. Looks good. And I just need to get bought up here. Then I'll hold my risk.
What's your risk?
35 now. I mean, it touched 36. I can do it off 36, but I'm going to let it completely break that line. And so it'd be 35.
I'm watching YNDX pretty closely here. It's up to 42s. It's back down to 40s. Back down to 39s. I don't know if it's going to give me that entry. Just going to be patient with it. What's your risk level for APHA? Sorry.
35.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable. I think you could do. What was your entry on it?
40, 41, but I wanted 40. I hit it at 40. I just got 41.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a 5-cent risk, 10-cent first reward.
I gotta pull up TEVA. It's getting pretty
You
close
good?
here, or not TEVA, YNDX.
PVR
It's up to
getting
42. If it gets up to 47, I'm gonna take YNDX with 300 shares. Wait, let me fix this so you can see it.
No, we got a triple bottom there.
Here, I could pull up APHA and look at it. Oh, it bounced back a little bit here. I mean, I also don't think 32 would be a bad one.
Yeah, I'd have to. I think if I increase size here, then it wouldn't be that bad. I could hold a little bit underneath.
Right. Thanks for all the new subs today, guys. Darius, Tom, Dark, Tail. Appreciate all the new subs.
All right, there's a down move. And I'm out. All right, guys, that's going to be it for me right there. I might have gotten faked out right there. I didn't even see no sell prices in there. Oh, now it's showing up. Test speed a little bit slow there. All right, well, that's going to be it for me today. About $107 hit. Not too bad. Overall, for the week, I'm up about $240. So
don't stress it. You're up.
I'll come back down to about 120 for the week. Not too bad.
Right.
Trying to get back into taking these long trades on the days that I don't see shorts. And that's really what yesterday MU would have paid off more than $30. I just had to get on out of here. And, it might have been stopped out just before the bounce came, but just got to work on these bull flag plays, buying them at the support, always risking off the next support. And that's why I had my risk off of that 1036. That's going to be it for today for me, guys. You guys have a great day. Like always, I'll always be here to help you guys out. Join our class. We'll be always there to give you guys more insight. And now we have, I don't know, what we got, like 300 hours or something?
No, we don't have that much. We have like 60. We have like 60, 70.
Yeah.
But it's still a lot.
Yeah, 60 hours is still a lot.
It's 2 days.
There's not many traders out there giving you that amount of content, and we're able to give you live classes where you can ask your questions directly to us, and we'll go ahead and answer them to our best knowledge.
Right.
All right, guys. You guys take it easy. Have a good one.
Later, Mitch. Yeah, but what Mitch is talking about with our classes, and like we're not experts or gurus or anything like that, but we do have these classes that we do to help new traders learn. You can see if you go to member library, you can check it out. We have risk reward classes if you want to learn risk reward. A lot of classes on that. We have trading psychology to kind of get your mind right in trading. We have day trading concepts, support and resistance, gaps, ranges, following the market, scaling examples, building plans, and then we have actual strategies. So you can see we have VWAP fade, rejection, bear flags, pennants, VWAP fade again, all day fades, VWAP bounce, bull flags, 1 minute pullbacks, washout longs, red to green moves, and so we got a bunch of different stuff. And so if you're interested in checking those out, let me know. It's pretty cheap. It's $15 a month. So super cheap relative to all things considered. Again, though, like we're not trying to be experts or gurus. We are not experts or gurus. We're probably the only people that aren't claiming to be. But if you want to learn with us and, maybe from us in some ways, then go check that out. I'll post the link if you want to see it. Yeah, he's just a kid, is what he is. He's 16, I think, man. Yeah, so here, if you want to go check out the site, you can check it out here. But yeah, like, even if you don't, listen, guys, like, even if you don't want to spend any money, we also have the free strategy section. So, like, if you go to the site, you can just see the free strategy section. So you can go to short patterns, and it kind of breaks down VWAP fade, steps to it, stuff like that. We got a few more, and then we also have long setups, VWAP bounce. We got a bunch of other ones too, and then we just have strategy library. So we just got a bunch of different videos on strategies here as well. So you can go check that out, and that's free, even if you didn't want to use the classes. But here, I'll post the link so you guys can see it. AMD at the VWAP. Here, let me check that out. A and DX, or Y and DX, I'm still looking at AMD. Ooh, this does look like a VWAP bounce here. It's just about where's my risk, right? AMD back at the VWAP for the VWAP bounce. Where's my risk? I would probably say my risk is at 2410. Maybe. Could use 2415. I think that might be a little too tight. I think 2410 is probably reasonable. Maybe 2415 or so. But again, I think it may be a little bit too tight. So with 2410 as a risk, that's 10-cent risk. Reward level would be about 13-14 cents. So not quite 2 to 1. But if you get in at 2420, you could use that 15 level as your risk, maybe down here. And then in that case, you would have 2 to 1 reward to risk for AMD. So it all just depends. Thanks for the new subs, Keg, Dennis, Jim. Appreciate it, guys. Z saying. Yeah, I just didn't see that many fades today, guys, and so I haven't gotten in anything yet. I've been pretty selective the last few weeks, which is a good thing. I don't have to trade if I don't see anything I really like, and I think that's one of the hardest things for traders to do is just kind of take a step back. If you don't see anything that looks good, then don't trade it. I don't know. I mean, it just depends on whether AMD has been following the SPY, and I don't know if it has been. I mean, the SPY's down, AMD is up, and so I think NVIDIA, looking to see what NVIDIA is doing. NVIDIA is down on the day. So AMD's kind of breaking away from what most of them are doing. Let's see. And it gapped up some. Yeah, I mean, I guess with that in mind, a long may be a little risky there. Also, guys, if you're interested in using the same broker that Mitch and I use, you can go check out my link here. It gets you 20% off just today only is the last day of the sale. And so if you're interested in using the broker that Mitch and I use, I'll post that link here. Like I said, they have their Valentine's Day sale going on, but today is actually the last day. It ends today, I believe, according to them. And so if you're interested in using the same broker I am, I'll post that link here. I'm using TradeNet and Tefs, and so you can go check that out if you're interested in using them. Biggest flaw is that most penny stocks are not tradable, but I can short anything that is tradable, and the commissions are pretty cheap with a decent platform and some buying power. And so, like I said, it's the jump to click link I just posted. He's just gonna make another There you go. He's just gonna make another one though. Maybe AMD was a good VWAP bounce. Yeah, I just did. I appreciate the new subs. Ora. Thanks, guy. Alright, so I don't really hate YNDX. I mean, if you can get up to 46, I could still use, that 56 level as my risk from 46 down to 30, 27 maybe for about 2 to 1 on that trade. Yeah, so I can check. You would have to just go to the stock here and I can type it in. ADIL is tradable. It's under $5, but what was another one? What was the other one that took off today? ZSAN is not tradable, so you can see it says a no next to tradable. So you just go to the trade manager and click symbol, and you can type it in. And if it says N under tradable or nothing, then it's not tradable. If it says Y, then it is tradable. No, I mean, I want to keep it on on YouTube two-way. I mean, listen, it's gonna happen. We're gonna get spam and stuff. The best thing to really do is just to ignore it. Like I said, I could eliminate the bot that came in here. I know how to stop it. Eventually, they'll get tired and they'll move on. Most of the time, we have a pretty good time here, and we don't have to worry about it. Sometimes we get problems, but most of the time, it's fine, I think. Yeah, for me, AMD just wasn't good risk reward. 2410 is my risk, maybe 2434 as my reward, and so it's a little bit better than 1-to-1, but not by much. That's the only reason that I was kind of hesitant to do it. I'm also looking at CGC maybe for a VWAP rejection here. I do kind of like CGC for a VWAP rejection here. It's just about where can I set my risk and my reward in this trade. With this one, I would have to do from 40 if I entered there up to 60, so about a 20-cent risk for a CGC, and then a reward level of 30 cents or so. So not great risk reward. You could also do 45.50 as your risk. I like 45.50 too. For CGC, let's try it. I just missed it, man. I was trying to get in at 40 for CGC, and I dropped a little bit too quick for me there. But I like CGC for a short. Depends on what Cron's doing. Let me look at Cron. Cron's actually going up, but CGC is kind of trading against the sector here. That's right, Rahul. Appreciate it. Yeah, it just means that you profit when the stock goes down. You're betting that the stock's going to go down, and you make money if it goes down, as opposed to going up. Oh, this one hurts. I was just about to trade this one on CGC. By the time I got it ready, it had dropped 5 or 10 cents, hurting my risk reward, but this one looked good. That would have been my reward target at the low of the day, and then held a little bit to see if it would test. Missed it. What do you mean by associated? I make a commission if somebody signs up through my link. So I don't know if you would consider that associated with them. Do I work for TradeNet and Tefs? No. It's just a referral link. But I do the same thing for Trade Ideas. I post Trade Ideas links, but I don't actually work for them either. I'm kind of bummed out about CGC. Called this one out on the dot too. Was thinking about 45.40 entry. And I was looking to get in on this VWAP projection, and just it dropped a little bit too quick. and I missed my entry. Today's the day of misses. I missed my entry on 3 different moves. 2 of them had actually never got to my target, but look at this drop here. Called that one out on the nose too. Man, I'm super bummed out about this. Got a little bit of FOMO now. Like you guys saw me, I was calling it out here for this VWAP projection with the risk level up here. And then a reward target down at the previous low of the day, which would have been here. Good risk reward for the most part, but just missed the move. And here goes the low of the day break. Super bummed out about that. But my trade idea was correct. I can't be too upset about it. Yeah. Y and DX, like these were the 2 I was watching, and all the ones I was watching today actually followed through with what I was expecting to happen. Like Y and DX, I was looking at it here. It just never quite got there, but I was looking for the short right up here. And it just dropped a little bit too quickly. Never got up to my entry, which would have been right there. You could see CGC. Like I said, I was looking at it at 40, looking to get in and take some profits at 13 and then let the rest work. It broke down really nicely, did exactly what I wanted it to. NIO, same thing as well. Was looking at it up here and dropped too quickly. So maybe I'm being too strict with my entries, but I'm not upset with myself. Like, you know, the whole point of waiting for a good entry is because that's where I'm going to get the most favorable risk reward. If I get in early, the risk reward isn't going to be as favorable as when I calculated it. And so I have to wait for my entry in order to get that good risk reward that I'm looking for. And with that said, sometimes I'm going to miss it like today. And that's all right, you know. I'm not going to beat myself up too much about it, but hopefully I'll get a little bit better entries tomorrow. But yeah, look at CGC wash. Beautiful follow through here. Nice little low of the day break. VWAP rejection here. Somebody asking, saying they've heard mixed reviews about TradeNet. Yeah, I mean, like, I always try to be pretty honest with people about TradeNet. So, like, TradeNet is good for certain things, and it's not good for other things, right? Like, if you're a penny stock trader, you're not gonna be able to find many penny stocks on TradeNet. You're just not. They just don't have that many penny stocks to trade. That's my biggest pet peeve with TradeNet. But their commissions are pretty cheap. The platform is decent, and I've heard they do pay out. And so a lot of people hating on them because they're an overseas broker, but it's kind of a necessary evil in the trading world. Everything that TradeNet does, SureTrader does, UStockTrade does a lot of it too. And so, you know, most overseas brokers do the same thing. And if you want to be able to day trade with less than 25K, you know, that's just going to be something you're going to have to deal with. And, you know, that's just part of it, you know. And so people have said bad things. I don't know. I'm not one of those people that mindlessly defend any broker. You know what I mean? All I know is that my experience with them, maybe I'm biased because I post links for them and make referrals if somebody signs up through my link. But I try to be as honest as I can. And like I said, my pet peeve is that a lot of penny stocks aren't tradable. But to their credit, they don't really advertise for penny stocks. Most of what they teach is for more expensive stocks anyway. And so, you know, all the overseas brokers and stuff like that, they have their uses. They have their different pros and cons. And so it just depends on if it's good for you or not. Right, but at the same time, like SureTrader advertises itself as a real conventional broker. But why do you think SureTrader has so many shorts available? Do you know why SureTrader has so many shorts and they advertise for having so many shorts? The reason they do that is because they actually take the other side of your trade, exactly what TradeNet's doing with CFD trading. And so, are they really though? You know, like people that are kind of oblivious to what these brokers do. I mean, they all do it. At least with CFD trading, that's what they're telling you they're doing. You know, with these other brokers like SureTrader, they're just doing that. And they're not actually, they're advertising it like it's a conventional broker, but if you take a short in SureTrader, a lot of the time they're taking the opposing side of your trade, which is exactly what CFDs are doing anyway. And so, they all do the same thing. That's the point. I'm not going to criticize one and then ignore the other one. I mean, at this point, if CGC gets up here, I could consider it with that 45-50 risk level, like I said, but I just don't know how the risk reward's going to be. So if I get in at 32, I set that 60 risk level. That would give me roughly 30 cent risk, 25-30 cents in risk. And then from 32 down to 80, just about, that's about 50 cents in reward. Not quite 2 to 1. And so I don't know if it's favorable at this point. I could also look at YNDX. It never quite got up to the VWAP, but the VWAP has dropped a little bit since then. Nike's trying to recover. What happened with Nike? I didn't even see it. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to really argue about the pros and cons of trading that. That's not what I'm really trying to do today. I've said my piece on it. Like I said, maybe I'm biased because I post referral links, but I've used SureTrader. I've used TEFs and TradeNet. I've used Ustock Trade. I've used Robinhood, Webull. I've used all these different brokers, and so I have experience with all of them. I like TEFs is good, I think, for new traders that are learning how to trade and want to get it done with cheap commissions and get some decent buying power. The commissions are definitely favorable for you if you're using small sizing. If you start to use larger sizing, they're not as favorable, but I understand it both ways. SureTrader is just too expensive. You're paying $100 and something for platforms. Commissions aren't the cheapest, at least when I used them. And so for that reason, I try to kind of stay away from SureTrader just because it's super expensive for a small account to try to get it done. I mean, it all depends, man. Most of the brokers you can open up outside of the U.S., from what I know. I get it why people call trading gambling. I understand it. I understand why they call trading gambling. Anton Creel, I think Anton Creel knows what he's talking about, but I also inherently disagree with what he says a lot of the time. Like in Anton Creel's mind, you cannot be profitable day trading, and that technical analysis doesn't work, and the only way to really trade is to invest money in long-term stuff. That's kind of Anton Creel's mentality. Kind of the same thing with the guy that created Thinkorswim and Tasty Trade. I can't remember his name, but he kind of views it the same way. But my take is like it's obviously technical analysis obviously works, and the main reason technical analysis works is because other people think it works. And so it's kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy. Like it works because other people think it works, you know, and that's human emotion. And so when you're trading, you're basically trading off of psychology. Regardless of any of that, I mean, it still works. And, if you see a stock bounce off of the $50 over and over and over again, the chances of that happening off of pure randomness are extremely low. And so I think it obviously works, but I understand why people think it wouldn't, because it's ridiculously hard, and it's probably one of the most difficult ways to invest and trade in general is day trading. Right. But yeah, it doesn't look like I'm going to get in anything today. Um, I've seen some VWAP bounces today specifically. I missed some plays on CGC, YNDX, and NIO specifically, but that's kind of how it goes sometimes. I would rather miss a few plays than actually lose some money, and so not bad. Out of the last 8 trading days, I've had 6 green, 2 red, so pretty good accuracy lately. Just going to look to keep it going. We'll see how I do tomorrow. Oh, wait, is today Friday or Thursday? Today's Thursday, right? I don't know if today's Thursday or Friday. Yeah, today is Thursday. Okay. Right. I mean, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. You know, if for instance, if everybody's looking at a stock to bounce at the half dollar or say the whole dollar of 10, if everybody's watching for that stock to bounce at the whole dollar and people are buying that stock in anticipation of the bounce at the whole dollar of 10, then all the people that are buying it in anticipation of the bounce are going to push the stock up, thus making the stock bounce, fulfilling that same idea they had in their head. And so it's all self-fulfilling. But regardless of any of that, I mean, it still works. Regardless of why it works, it still works. And that's the big thing to understand, is that it's just psychology. I am smoking a CBD pen. That's true. I quit smoking electric cigarettes 7 or 8 days ago. Haven't touched a nicotine e-cig or cigarette in 10 days. And so doing pretty well. Been substituting with CBD. But yeah, I'm probably not going to trade today. I just don't see anything now. Didn't see that many fades. Saw a few bounces, but thus is how it goes. Like I said, if anybody's interested in using TradeNet, it's one of the ways we keep the stream free. Do your research, but if you're interested in using the broker we're using, you can check out the link I posted here. Today's their last day of the 20% off Valentine's Day sale, and so you can go check out that link if you're interested in using it. Also, shout out to Trade Ideas. Trade Ideas is cool enough to let me stream their scans every day. I appreciated the 2 that signed up through my link in the last few days, Daniel and what was the other one? Daniel and I know it was somebody. Daniel and somebody signed up through my link. So I appreciate the guys that signed up through my link on Trade Ideas. If you're interested in using Trade Ideas, you can check out that link here. If you're interested in using the scanners that I'm using on an everyday basis. For the time and sales, let me see. For the time and sales part of Thinkorswim chart, do you know if the size that's shown for all trades happening is also times 100 like level 2? No, so that's just regular sizing, I think, right? What I do with time and sales, though, is that I only allow big orders. So I only allow greater than or equal to 2,000 on this bottom one. So like to do that, you go to size here, just to show you guys. So like what I do on my time and sales is I go to size, and I only allow it to show greater than or equal to 2K. That's why nothing's popping up here. And so these are only big orders that are getting filled, 2,000, 2,000, 7,000, 4,000. So these are only really big orders that are getting filled. The little 100 share orders are mostly just algorithmic traders that are popping up on the time and sales. And so I make it so that I can only see the big orders because those are the most relevant and significant, if that makes sense. I appreciate it, Tyler. Yeah, nice. Expatriated. Oh, yeah, man. He's been giving me medical advice for like years now. All right, guys. My name is John. But yeah, good luck, guys. Appreciate all the support. And yeah, have a good day. We'll see you all a little bit later. And yeah, appreciate everybody watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I do this every weekday morning, starting at 8:15 market time. So I day trade live every weekday morning. Today I wasn't able to get in anything. But so far this week, I've had a green trade, one green day and one red day, and then today I didn't trade anything at all. So yeah, hit that subscribe button. We do this every weekday morning. Also, if you appreciate this content and you like what we're doing here, click the like button on this video. It does help support us. We appreciate any support we can get. And so if you could click the like button right now, we appreciate that support. And also, guys, like I said, check out the site. We host 3 live classes every week, and we also have this big backlog of like 60 or 70 hours of classes. So like literal days of classes that we have here on a range of different stuff like concepts, individual strategies, risk and reward, psych. And so, for instance, I can go to the risk reward and you can see just a bunch of different classes on risk reward, how to do it. All of these are about an hour long. More or less, just about an hour long. And so go check that out if you're interested in doing that. It's only $15 a month, super cheap. And you get the backlog of classes plus 3 live classes per week where we interact and go over some stuff, review strategies, stuff like that. And so if you're interested in checking that out, you can go to this link here, and I'll post that here as well if you're interested. But yeah, good luck, guys. I'll see you all. Today's Thursday, so go check that out if you're interested in seeing the classes we do. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm not gonna leave the scans up. I gotta work on that, but I'll try to get that set up for tomorrow. But yeah, guys, have a good day. I'll see you all later. Good luck in the markets. Later, guys. Appreciate all the new subs.